Pedro Salazar Ugarte, who's a lawyer and also the director of the Institute of Legal Research at the National Autonomous University of Mexico. He joins us now live from Mexico City. Welcome to the News Hour. Just to help us understand, why has President Obrador pushed through this reform now?
First of all, I have to say that it's important to note that the proposed reform to the judiciary in Mexico is part of a broader package of constitutional and legal reform initiatives proposed by the President López Obrador on February 5th of this year. These are initiatives that could significantly transform the design and functioning of the Mexican state and would, in particular, be regressive in areas such as transparency, access to information, economic competition, telecommunication regulations, and other important areas of economic management in Mexico. By decision, as you say, of the Mexican president himself, the judicial reform is the first one being discussed and will be likely approved in the coming hours, I think so. It's important to remember that after the elections a couple of months ago, the ruling coalition has the numbers needed to amend the constitution, and they did it yesterday. The reform initiative has sparked, as you can see in these images, intense political debate in Mexico and whispered resistance from both the legal
But
profession and
why?
the business
Why,
community.
Pedro? Just help sum up just in 3 points, if you could. Why is it so
Yes,
controversial?
yes.
Why are we seeing these protests? Just these 3
In particular, there is
in
concern.
sum.
In particular, is concerned that the reform will replace all judges and justices across the country in 2 phases, in 2025 and in 2027, at both the federal level and all 32 federal entities. A fundamental change, as you said, is that the new judges will be elected by popular vote through open elections, and the requirements, and this is very important, to become a judge in Mexico will be less rigorous and demanding than they are now, especially at the federal level. Additional, the reform would create an internal oversight body for the judiciary that it's called the Discipline Tribunal, the Tribunal de Disciplina, which could have significant powers to control the decisions made by judges at all levels, including the Supreme Court. In other words, it will be a disciplinary body with the authority to even interfere in the direction of judicial decisions. That's why many people say that it's a very risky reform to the independence of the judiciary and to the professionalism of the brand.
But why are people so angry? And what will it mean for people?
Well, I think that, we have to understand first that many people are agree with the president and with the reform, and that's important to say that. The people that it's angry is because I am one of these people, worry because we are trying to build a very strong institutions in Mexico, in particular in the last 30 years, sorry, in the judiciary brand. And now it seems that everything is going to go back to the past, and now the presidency, the presidency that has a majority in the Congress will control the judiciary power, and that's a very, very risky situation for the rule of law in Mexico.
Pedro, thank you very much indeed for explaining what's happening right now on the streets and Congress of Mexico in this reform. Thank you, Pedro Salazar Ugarte. I appreciate your insights and time.
Thank you for the invitation.